Hello, everyone. In this video, we have collected for you the most brutal episodes from his life, so you can appreciate what the leopard is capable of in business. Let's go! And we begin with the episode where the leopard hunts the antelope. Stealthily creeping up, the predator ambushes the antelope, waiting for the right moment to attack. The unsuspecting antelope didn't have time to gain speed and fell into the cat's clutches. During an attack, leopards usually bite their prey by the throat or the back of the neck. By severing veins and arteries, the predators cause rapid exsanguination of the victim. After this, the leopard usually drags the prey to a more secluded place where other predators will not claim the meat trophy. This must be done quickly, as the uninvited guests are already rushing to the victim's cry. At the same time, it is very often necessary to drag the carcass up a tree. Thus, a leopard can lift and carry a prey weighing 150 kilograms to a branch. Other large cats rarely climb trees, which ensures the safety of the carcass from other predators. Nonetheless, there are instances when a leopard fails to get the prey down from the tree. The prey clutches onto the branches in a treacherous manner, making it quite impossible to bring it down to the ground. And here, the leopard has found himself in a drying pond. Along with the mud, he encountered a massive hippopotamus, which, I believe, is not particularly pleased about this meeting. Naturally, the leopard cannot handle such a formidable creature as a hippo, yet he did not leave empty-handed. The leopard managed to catch a fish, which is quite an unusual trophy for him. In this episode, we see Meadow caught in the clutches of the leopard, desperately trying to wriggle free. However, it's clear that the forces are not equal. Despite several attempts, the leopard ultimately manages to grab Meadow by the neck and drag him to a secluded spot for eating. Interestingly, for a period of 5 years, Meadow was recognized by the Guinness Book of Records as the most fearless creature. Observing this episode, one can certainly agree with that statement. The terrified leopard took quite a while to comprehend what had just occurred. Eventually, the predator's focus was drawn by the commotion caused by a warthog foraging for food amidst the thick forest. With great stealth, the leopard crept up and swiftly launched an attack on its prey, successfully seizing it by the throat. At this point, the result of the struggle was merely a question of time. It's important to note that warthogs are frequently ambushed when emerging from their burrows. Although they are extremely cautious, their coloring and silence allow leopards to approach them closely without being detected. Credit must also go to the warthog. They are quite swift, and if they spot a leopard in time, they give it no chance to attack. This particular leopard never managed to approach its prey unnoticed and stayed hungry. As you can see, the diet of a leopard can be quite varied. And now, it has captured a rare delicacy, a lizard. The lizard's sole defense is its tail, which it swings like a whip in front of the predator. However, this defense is insufficient, and it becomes easy prey for the leopard. One of these antelopes met a tragic fate at a watering hole. She carelessly ventured into the water hole when the leopard began its attack. The antelope was unable to escape the water swiftly and found itself in the grasp of a predatory cat. The leopard hadn't yet managed to drag the prey far when a hyena arrived, eager for a meal as well. The hyena chases the leopard away from the antelope, claiming the prize for itself. It's important to mention that the relationship between the hyena and the leopard has always been antagonistic. The hyena exploits the leopard for its own gain whenever possible. In this footage, you can observe the leopard holding onto the bearded man, while the hyena has already begun feasting on the victim. It was observed that leopards, when they capture a cub of any animal, do not immediately kill it. Instead, they engage in play with it for an extended period. Yet, these playful interactions have unfortunately never ended well for the cub. Among scientists, there exists a theory that the captured cub acts as a sort of bait, with its cries for help intended to lure the adults to its aid. However, this remains merely a hypothesis. This episode is an outrageous display of disrespect towards the leopard. The sleepy creature found itself disturbed by two amorous turtles, who couldn't find a more appropriate spot for their amorous activities than right beside the leopard. In an attempt to find a new resting place, the predatory feline feigned interest in something nearby. In this episode, it happened quite quickly. The leopard had barely had time to get ready to attack before the antelope jumped out at him. A graceful jump, showing flexibility and mastery of his body in flight, and the victim has nowhere to hurry. Now the leopard's main task will be to eat his trophy in time. The best option for him, of course, is to drag the carcass up a tree. But he is not the only leopard in the neighborhood, and he is no longer the only leopard in the tree. A prey of such size is sufficient for two. It's worth mentioning that it's not always feasible to protect hard-won prey from other predators. This charming pair of lions had already heard the commotion of the fight and went there seeking a benefit. They effortlessly chased the leopards away from their catch and began to feast. In my opinion, he still got off lightly. To be honest, it's not simple for a lion and lioness to catch up with a leopard. Even though lions are quicker, a leopard can reach its top speed in just a few seconds. Hence, if the lion fails to catch its prey immediately, it often abandons the pursuit. In this scene, a young antelope gnu has become separated from its herd and parents. However, the vigilant predator noticed the calf and is already gearing up for an attack. The leopard stealthily approached the antelope and pounced on it from above. The unfortunate creature had no chance to escape. Not every small target is an easy prey for a leopard, especially when the intended victim possesses an effective means of defense. In this case, the long spines of the porcupine proved to be an insurmountable challenge for the leopard. Naturally, we must also acknowledge the defensive skills of the prickly creature. Following this encounter, the leopard had to tend to its wounds for quite some time. This episode clearly illustrates the crucial importance of quick reaction speed, particularly when surrounded by numerous predators and your survival relies on it. Warthogs react quickly and escape the fast predator easily. Additionally, all is well with the reaction and the antelope, which a predatory leopard is already trying to steal. The leopard was spotted in time, and the antelope's swift feet gave him no chance to catch her. The hungry leopard heard a rustling noise in the bushes and decided to investigate if there was any food available. His curiosity paid off. He found his smaller relative, the serval, a swift cat. The leopard managed to chase it down and capture it. Indeed, it isn't the easiest prey, but today, the leopard was fortunate. Here, a predatory cat peeked into another's burrow. There was a squeak, signaling potential food. Inside were newborn warthog cubs, unprotected, so the leopard started grabbing them. Despite their age, their self-preservation instinct made them scatter, and the predator caught only one cub. It's notable that burrows and their inhabitants always catch the leopard's attention. And it's practically a guaranteed outcome if you establish an ambush nearby. You merely have to wait patiently for the target to show up and then swiftly seize the opportunity. On this occasion, the prey was both large and robust. The warthog put up resistance for as long as it could, which meant it took longer than usual. However, the result was inevitable: the strongest prevailed. After such an intense battle, the leopard needed a significant amount of time to recover. We are already in the process of preparing a new selection for you, featuring intriguing facts, hunting scenes, and footage of animal confrontations. This issue has finally come to an end. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your comments. Best of luck!